How's it going, folks? Adrian here. Welcome back to the channel for another MMO news drop video. There's been some good news, some bad news, and there's so much going on this week, so let's get straight to it, beginning with the major updates launching within the next 48 hours or so. First up, The Elder Scrolls Online is dropping its GREYMOOR chapter for PC players later today if you're watching this right after getting the upload notification, or it may already be live if you stumbled on this video at a later date. GREYMOOR takes us to Western Skyrim to deal with a new gothic threat featuring new areas to quest in like the Black Reach, in addition to a new revamped vampire skill line, the new antiquity system, new 12-man trial, and more. And then Guild Wars 2 will also drop its latest episode for the Icebrood Saga story, Episode 3, No Quarter, later today, May 26th. The new episode introduces the new Drizzlewood map with some interesting fusion of world versus world and other meta mechanics going on, and players will have to navigate the civil war going on in the region for the personal story. Plus there's all new achievements and collections for skins and weapons to collect. Tomorrow, May 27th, Phantasy Star Online 2 launches for North America PC players via the Microsoft Store app as a free-to-play title. The North American version of Phantasy Star Online 2 includes fully localized text and character voices in English, spanning 3 years of content. In addition to the immersive original PSO2 story, the NA version also features the most up-to-date balancing and quality of life improvements from the Japanese service. Players can choose from 4 races and 9 classes while tackling various missions. And when you're not doing that, you can take a break in one of the many casino minigames, chilling in the Alliance quarters, competing in the new ARCS leagues, or attending all new live stage events. And for the first time, they will be able to do all of this with friends on both the PC and Xbox One thanks to cross-platform play. Now with that out of the way, let's talk about upcoming isometric MMORPG Corepunk, who early last week posted a preview about camps, a designated area where you'll find clusters of enemies and rare loot out on the landscape. In summary from the official article, camps vary in difficulty level and it's engageable playing either solo or in groups. Every camp is different, of course, from faction to the type of enemy contained within to enemy composition, which may or may not have a leader among them. And of course, they all have loot. All of them offers different challenges, so players need to be smart about when to go in all guns blazing and when to take a more subtle and sneaky approach. The higher the risk, the better the rewards. Check out the article and all the screenshots featuring camps in the link down below. In Black Desert Online, the SHAI class got a major update last week, and it's the new Compose and Play feature. That means players can now create their musical compositions using the in-game editor onto any character, but only the SHAI class will be able to play it. Musical instruments include drums, guitar, the flute, and the notes can vary in BPM and more. After unlocking SHAI's unique talent at level 56, players can further improve their musical skills. It's also possible to form an ensemble of multiple SHAI characters, all playing their musical instruments and compositions together. Now let's go to ArcheAge, and things are getting a little bit messy with GW2 and ArcheAge. In my previous news drop video where the Gardens of the Gods expansion was announced, I reported, according to GW2's press release, that it will be a free expansion update, but unfortunately that isn't true anymore for ArcheAge Unchained players. While the Gardens of the Gods will remain free for ArcheAge Legacy servers, which is the original free-to-play version, ArcheAge Unchained, on the other hand, will require its players to purchase the expansion DLC packs, which breaks a launch promise that Unchained will only ever be a one-time buy-to-play fee. The expansion DLC, which drops in June, comes in a few pre-order tiers, with the cheapest one being $16 US. Understandably, Unchained players are mad about this, and rightly so, since it wasn't communicated clearly beforehand that there was going to be a payment model shift regarding expansions moving forward. Most players feel like the game has undone any goodwill it gained from the recent free trial that Unchained had, and who knows what will happen next on ArcheAge Unchained. If you are a current player, share your thoughts. Now, upcoming MMORPG, Pantheon, Rise of the Fallen from Visionary Realms has recently posted its May 2020 newsletter, and I'll summarize its contents for you. It's mostly good news, with milestones being hit and work-in-progress assets being shared, from things like the updating of the UI to the integration of a node-based ability system that offers more versatility and control over player characters and NPC abilities. Most important of all is that the devs say that pre-alpha backers are getting really close to testing pre-alpha 5, and the team is ready for any and all feedback, and not just on the gameplay, as there will be focus tests for each session. I've got the letter down in the comments for those who want to read it in full. Over in Funcom's Age of Conan, the MMORPG is celebrating its 12th anniversary. Running now until the 9th of June, the celebrations include daily login rewards for players, which runs the entire duration of the event and contains some super sweet loot like the Gilded Desert Mount and other shiny collectibles. Besides that, Funcom are also opening up community and personal challenges for the game's Onslaught content, with winners getting spots on the leaderboard in addition to more loot. Congratulations and happy birthday, Age of Conan. For TERA players on the PC, if you didn't know, there are some in-game events going on during the month of May in conjunction with the upcoming summer events, and one of which is the Spawn of the Sheep. Until June the 5th, there are 5 special events all over the world, offering a good opportunity to level up and gear up as well. Spawn of the Sheep is the highlight here, as sheep will spawn in all regions, and massacring them in large numbers has a chance to drop some rewards like lamb bulgogi and fashion coupons, XP boosts, and even strongbox keys. For the full list of events running in the month of May, see the link pinned below. CCP has also announced the start of the 3rd and final chapter of the year-long invasion expansion for EVE Online, and it's the culmination of the Triglavian story that has thrown New Eden deep into conflict with an unrelenting and mysterious enemy. Invasion Chapter 3 kicked off last week and is accessible to players of all levels. As seismic events occur and continue to unfold over the coming weeks and months, EVE players will have important decisions to make as they choose between defending the empires of New Eden or siding with the mysterious Triglavian collective. These choices will have a direct impact on how the invasion story develops and will have lasting consequences in New Eden, ensuring that life in the cluster will never be the same again. EVE players can also look forward to the introduction of additional improvements to the gameplay mechanics of player-built structures in the Forsaken Fortress update coming later today. It's time for the indie MMO spotlight next, and we have ELTERIA, a colorful voxel MMO which will be opening up its alpha to everyone on Steam when the Steam Game Festival begins on the 9th of June. ELTERIA is inspired by games like Minecraft, but has also absorbed plenty of RPG and other genres and mechanics to create an MMO that fosters player creativity. You build whatever you want, punch enemies through walls in its destructible terrain. Yeah, you've heard it all before. But it also features skill-based combat and interesting class designs, much of which you'll be able to see during the playable alpha. Just keep in mind that everything you experience and see is still a work in progress. Links below. In the mobile MMO section, we have news about EVE Online's spin-off EVE Echoes. The game will officially launch on both Android and iOS devices come August 2020, according to CCP and NetEase. EVE Echoes is still the same sandbox sci-fi MMO set in the EVE universe, where players can explore over 8,000 solar systems and choose a path from countless options like mining, trading, industry, economy, on top of the usual PvE and PvP on offer, though we don't know how it will compare in terms of scope and scale to the likes of the PC version. As usual, it will be free to play like 99% of the mobile MMOs out there. Let's wrap this up with the not-so-MMO section now and roll out with Shadow Arena, the Black Desert Arena Fighter Battle Royale spin-off. The game has officially entered Steam Early Access as of last week, and you can now play it for free. There are 10 heroes available, including the new one known as Venslar, and the game uses a rotation mode for its heroes, so you'll have to wait for the OP ones to come around, or purchase them all in a pack. Various new features and content are also available throughout the Early Access period. Multiple difficulty levels have also been added to the AI matches to create an environment that suits each player's skill. Each hero now has ultimate skill levels that will make one skill more powerful than others. Moreover, in-game areas now have different characteristics in terms of monster types and levels. So if you want to check it out, head over to Steam. And last but not least, let's talk about some Fallout 76. Earlier this month, Bethesda outlined its 2020 roadmap, which talked about the upcoming Seasons feature, free for all players, and they've just updated it to say that it will remain free beyond the first season. And Fallout First members, which are kind of like a subscription which gives you extra benefits, will get bonus rewards from Seasons, but only in the next season onward. The game also recently had a free play weekend, and moving further back, launched on Steam alongside the massive Wastelanders content update, which brought back NPCs and questing systems and much more. And having jumped back in myself pretty recently, I think there's plenty of changes for the better here, and for me at least, personally, it's inching closer to what I had in mind in terms of an online Fallout survival style MMO compared to what it was at launch. Check out the updated Seasons and Roadmap article, link down below. And that's all I've got for now, folks. If there's news for a game that you play which isn't covered here, do share what's going on with the rest of us down in the comments. This marks the beginning of a very busy week ahead for me and for you with all the new launches, some of which I haven't mentioned here, like ArcheAge Southeast Asia, Dragon Raja Southeast Asia, and more. So have fun, and I'll see you in the next video. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more on MMOs. Once again, I'm Adrian, and I thank you for watching.